And we are live. Yeah, I told you, bro. I told you he was gonna do it, dog. What's up, dogs?
Just cleaning all day.
Cleaning what?
The floors, the windows.
Oh, got you. I thought you were cleaning out your closet, dog. Man, I don't know, man. What's up, y'alls? Big shout out to the SMT Nation. Random live on a Saturday night. I don't even know how many people we got in here. It says 1 on StreamYard. I know that's not right. Big shout out to the Moose, the original Cha-Cha. Big shout out to Technoid, who is here. Actually, this live stream is all about him. Let me bring him in. We got Zero Cool RF also with us. Technoid, come on through, Bretta. Oh, yeah. Don't even do it, dog. Don't even do it.
We got that toasty goodness. The toasty goodness of Rogue Energy.
Listen, they don't sponsor me, so I ain't saying nothing. But let me tell you what you could talk about on your channel. Please head over to @Technoid's description boxes of his videos and check out what he's got in terms of an offer for you with an energy drink. And I will not name it because they ain't cutting me the check, bro. All right, when they cut me a check, then we could talk energy drinks.
I recommended you. They got to get back to me, so.
Well, I ain't cool enough, apparently.
You are.
Well,
if anybody deserves it, you definitely deserve it.
Just little Sneed in the CLE, dog.
I'll get some. I'm down for that.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to put it in an order. I'm going to wait for a Black Friday deal, and then I'm going to use Technoid's promo code, and then I'm going to freaking do a Periscope live of me chugging like 80 ounces of this stuff. And then I'm going to go to the weight room.
You're going to kill your heart.
I'm going to go to the weight room.
Yeah.
You're going to kill your heart in one serving. Be careful. There's a lot of caffeine. I'll tell you that much.
Bro, I consume 1,000 milligrams a day.
He's not human.
He does.
He's a Terminator. He's a Terminator.
That's right, brother.
Maybe
That's
RoboCop.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know about you, Zero Cool. What type of caffeine we talking? What's your daily intake?
I mean, I'll do anything from like a Nas or a Kickstart or a Jolt.
So we're talking like 200-300 milligram.
Yeah.
I'll tell y'all what. I'll tell y'all, Nico Gamer. This is actually a perfect product for you, but I'll tell you once we get there. But I will tell you, this is actually a company called Rogue Energy. They've been kind enough to partner with my channel, and as a celebration of sorts, since we're extending it, I will be announced. I've been announced that you can go in one of my videos. You click on the link in the description. You use the affiliated link. You can get yourself a tub or a starter pack. And if you use the promo code Technoid, you will save yourself an extra 10% off at purchase. Once you hit that checkout button, you hit that whole let's process payment. Ooh, there's gonna be a little sensation, a little tingle in your body. It's gonna be a little toasty goodness when you hit that purchase button.
Okay, can I ask you something, bro, real quick? When you say toasty goodness, we are talking about an energy drink, right?
Yes.
Toasty as in the way it makes you feel, right?
Makes you
feel toasty.
It makes you feel. I'm drinking it right now. This is the orange juice flavored, so they have an orange. And this one, even though this was part of the starter pack, I gotta say that's one of my favorite flavors right now. I have 4 more. I got blue raspberry, strawberry kiwi. We've got watermelon fruit punch, and I haven't even gotten to them. And let me just tell you right now, for as long as I can remember, since I was 16 years old, I have been drinking G Fuel. You guys have seen in a bunch of my videos. Drink a lot of G Fuel, and it's healthy. It's all vitamin. It's all natural supplements. These aren't drugs. This is a natural energy drink. They are naturally flavored. They have caffeine. They're more for gamers, but in the sense, I guess, for Rogue Energy, they're also kind of trying to appeal. But the thing is that they basically, it's similar to G Fuel, but I will say it's got a less powdery taste. So if you don't like that powdery taste when you sip it and you feel the grain, this kind of mixes better, in my opinion, because the powder is more fine. It's more refined formula. And I will say this, it actually tastes like Gatorade and Powerade at points. So it actually is really good. I got to say,
nice.
It's getting the 2 thumbs up.
I need to throw in this disclaimer. YouTube, they don't sponsor me. They ain't paying me. All right, so don't flag my stuff.
Hey,
right? they ain't promoting nothing. Technoid is talking about a product, but he ain't. I ain't promoting nothing. You hear that, YouTube? Look, I know you're listening, dogs.
I'll tell y'all right now. they do technically, they are partnered with me, but that doesn't mean they're paying for me to say this. I am choosing to do so.
That's
So,
right, brother.
That's the difference.
Yo,
Even
Rusty,
though-
chill out before I end up at your front door, bro. Chill out. Chill out, bro.
I'll tell
I
you
know
what,
where you
though,
live,
any of
dog.
you guys-
Chill out.
I'll tell you what. If you guys are interested, I will leave a link in the live chat. You can check it out for yourselves. If you find
That's
something that you like, definitely use the promo code. I recommend the starter pack. You get 5 flavors, and you get a 24-ounce shaker. Find me a company that sends you a 24-ounce shaker with a starter pack.
That's
Yeah,
a
I
good
don't know a
deal.
company,
That's a real
so-
good deal.
That's a good deal, and it's on sale right now from $15.99 to $12.99, and you can get yourself an additional 10% off when you use my code. That toasty goodness is coming in
Bruh,
real nice.
Hey, listen, can we
Yeah.
hashtag toasty goodness? Let's get that hashtag going, please.
And also, by
Yeah.
the way, I can't for copyright reasons. Doubletoasted.com.
Hey, listen. Hey, I ain't gonna be promoting nothing until they cut me the daggone check, bro, and that clears. All right, 2 to 3 days. Yeah, that's right.
You want it
brother.
about 2 to 3.
That's right.
Unbelievable.
That's, I'll let the chicken breast marinate in the fridge, and when the check clears, we get to cooking, bro. That's how we do.
Yeah.
But aren't you supposed to keep it fresh? You don't want to put it in the freezer. It gets a freezer burn.
Bro, you put it in the fridge, bro. You let it marinate for 3 to 2 days.
Sounds better to me.
You use the special juices, bro. Pork and bean juice. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're going Mama Juice in here. So, let's go. Oh, man. I
right.
miss being on live. What's it been? How long has
Hey,
it been since I've
look,
been?
let me tell you something, bro. You guys are gonna get to see not a different side of Sneed, but we have just one mission tonight, and that's to help Technoid get a little bit of feedback and some insight on, some of the things that he's going to be doing, changing his channel moving forward. He's not rebranding the channel in terms of what he's covering and what he's doing. He's going to be rebranding with colors and designs and layouts. So what I'm asking for the SMT Nation to help us with is give us some feedback and commentary on the color schemes, on the designs, on the layouts. If you guys think they look good, which ones you like better. He'll be doing some screen sharing, and then you guys can provide us some feedback. So if you're in the live chat, please make sure you are very active. We need and want your feedback. And then for those watching this on replay, hashtag replay crew, in the comments section, I'm sure Technoid's going to be coming back to this video and looking at it. Give us your feedback there if you're watching this on replay. Because I'm sure there are a large number of SMT Nation members who are doing something better with their time on Saturday night. So if they're watching this Sunday morning, instead of going to church or something like that, or watching their favorite football team lose, they can give us some comments. So,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
hey, thanks,
Yeah,
Big John.
Big
Big John, you
John.
didn't have to, dog. Thanks, bro. Man, wow. Thank you, bro. It wasn't even really this type of live stream, man, but I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much.
I didn't even know you were doing this for me. You just
What's up, Big
spun
John?
this up on the money. You spun this up on the dot. So
Yep.
I want to just take this moment.
Let me ask this, actually, Technoid. If anybody wants a donation to go to Technoid, please let me know if your donation is intended for my channel or his,
Oh,
and I
you
will
don't-
transfer the money to his.
You don't have to do that. Whatever you earn is
Oh,
on
bro,
your
we're here,
channel.
bro. We're here. They
I
can-
appreciate
they can-
that, though.
That's
I
their
do
We
decision.
got
you know?
you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you, though. But I will say, this is actually very, very. How would I say this in a perspective for what you're doing for me tonight? It's very humbling.
Hey, man.
Because
I do, bro.
I know you've been a big supporter of me. A lot of people have seen our relationship grow. A lot of people, in my view, would probably say this is one of the best relationships I think a YouTuber can have, not just with community, but you have been there for me from the beginning. And I'm going to be opening up just a couple of minutes before I explain what's going to happen with the channel. But I want to just say to you guys, I was 18 when I met this man. I'm 20 now. 2 years. In a span of 2 years, our friendship has grown very, very close. It's not only professional, it's personal, but most of all, it's on a basis where it feels unbreakable. And I just want to take this moment to appreciate all that you have done for me, for my channel.
You're
You found me. I found you. I was just doing. And I will say this is the story. I was in class. I was in a lecture. I had a great professor. He was cool, but he was boring. One day I got notified on Google search. There was a video on the T-Mobile, the Sprint merger, and I was so interested in checking it out. So I checked it out. That was my first ever video, and I still have Oh man, Joshua, why'd you have to ruin it? Why did you have to ruin it?
Oh man, come on, man. He's giving a speech.
No, but it's all right. Hey, listen, I'll charge you 99 cents for an OnlyFans. You get foot pics, and then when we get to $1.99, I'll give you a bicep.
I knew I smelled corn chips, bro.
But anyway,
I knew I smelled corn chips, bro, with the feet pics.
What do I get for $5?
Yeah, how far can I get? What do I get?
Pickle Rick.
Oh no, $10 then, man. I'll go 15.
But I will say, I remember the video. I still have it. It's in my favorites. The first ever comment was me supporting the merger, and from that point forward, it put me on a path to not only being a part of this community, but it put me on a path to basically open the doors for collaboration. It's opened the doors for so many possibilities. So I just want to take this moment to say thank you, Sneed. Thank you to the community. I want to thank everybody that has been a supporter from his channel that has come to mine. I want to thank Zero Cool RF. I want to thank Moose for being here tonight. I want to thank you all for being a part of my channel, his channel, being part of this great community that I feel is one of the best communities in the tech space right now. So thank you all for the support. Thank you so much. That's Caleb's special, by the way.
You're welcome, man.
Caleb's.
You're welcome, buddy.
Eating scallops, bro. Count me in.
All right. So, what do you want to tell them tonight, Sneed? What do you want to tell them tonight?
All right. So, the goal, as I was stating before, we're just trying to get a little bit of feedback on what Technoid's going to be doing, modifying the channel in terms of the layout, the channel art, the colors, schemes, design. He's just looking for a little bit of feedback and commentary so he kind of knows what direction people want to see his particular channel go. So if you are a SMT Nation member, you've been hanging out, been a part of the community, and you know Technoid, then it's going to be very easy for you to look to see what he's been and what he's going to show us tonight. If you are not subscribed to Technoid, you do so right now. You leave this video, you go to his channel, you subscribe, you turn on bell notifications, and then you come right back. And then you get involved with this.
Otherwise, we're not letting you back in here.
That's right.
Don't be mean. Don't be mean on that.
Right. Okay,
don't be mean on that.
I artificially created a lot of urgency there, but I'm just saying, please go there.
Yes,
please subscribe. And then check out his channel art, see what he's got laid out there, and we'll see what's going on.
All right. So, you want me to get going? I'll start up the process.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't want to keep you guys here because I know I talk a lot, but this is my channel. This is what I do. And for the past year, I've had this design, as you all have seen. So every year when I run the show, I like to freshen it up. I like to give a different kind of design. So when I first started, we had a pinkish. We had like a rainbows type of design. I don't know if Sneed, if you remember.
I do.
That was the first one. This is the current one. This is the second one. And as we approach the end of 2020, heading into 2021, it is that time of year for me to do a refresh. Now, a lot of people have been asking, and a lot of confusion, saying, am I getting rid of the channel or am I doing something different? And the answer to that, my friends, is no. Everything is going to be the same. I'm still going to run my same show, which is Technoid. I'm still going to keep it the same format. However, we're going to revamp it. Now, the way that we're going to revamp it is simple. We're going to have a new banner. We're going to have a new channel art. And then I will discuss what's going to be happening with the videos. Thank you, Sebastian. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Yes, Sebby.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for the support. If you're helping me with Rogue Energy, and I promise you guys, you will not regret it. And Black Friday is coming up. If you want an even bigger sale, you can wait a few more days. But anyway, let's get back to this. So I normally like to do a end of the year video because I usually like to give an overview of where I've been from then to now. And this is one of the most significant, biggest difference for a year for me because we are currently at 2.23K subs, guys. And last year, I barely made it to 1,000 subs. And I'm not only over the 1,000, but I have gained more. And that shows the support and dedication of everybody. So thank you all for that. But it's time to change things up. So before I reveal the couple of logos that I would like you guys to vote on what your favorite is, I will again tally your votes into consideration. And whichever channel profile art gets the most vote will be the official logo for the show. And I will also reveal the official banner art as well. This is all brand new. They were created by me. And I want to say right now, excuse me, do not ever write on Twitter asking for people to create channel art for you because they are just a bunch of androids that will spam the hell out of you in your
Wait,
DM.
why they gotta be androids, bro? They're just droids.
Nobody knows. Well, before I show off the designs, let's go into it real quick. Basically, the show is going to also have a new style. So, of course, it is going to retain the same green screen. You're going to see pictures on the screen. You're going to see a lot more effects. But we're going to have brand new transitions. We are going to have a more stylized show where it's a little bit more faster pace, a little bit more easier. But most of all, we want to cut down times like this where it's 11 minutes. Now, there are going to be videos that are over the limit, and I will give warnings. But we want to keep it in the safe 8-minute mark. Give a solid 4 to 3 minutes of the main story, and then we get secondary, third stories. And there are more things that I have to announce. I will be making a part 2. This is just part 1, focusing on the main channel. But now it's time to talk about the channel art. So I'm going to close out the tab. Now tonight I'm going to show you all a couple of mock-ups of some channel art logo that I have personally worked on. They are still in production as we speak, so I am still finalizing. I'm still tweaking here and there. And we just caught Zero Cool RF on off guard. We caught him off guard.
Hey, he's a little busy, bro. It's all good. You're talking. He's listening. He's, you know.
I'm just playing. Trust me, if it had been, I'm just playing. Trust me.
You're good, Zero Cool. You're good, bro. Don't listen to him.
But anyway, so before I just show off the final 3, I'm going to officially announce the brand new channel art. Now, when you see it, again, there is still more to come, but this is, as of now, the official channel banner going into 2021. I'm going to pull it up in just a second. You guys can take a look at it. And here is the official channel banner of the new Technoid show going into...
I think Zero Cool is buying some of that energy.
I did. I just got a tub of kiwi, buddy.
Ooh, use that promo code, I see. Okay.
I did.
Sounds good. Nice, Zero Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Did you use the link? And this is the official banner. Now, at first glance, you guys are probably saying, oh, it looks standard. But that's kind of how it is. When you click on my channel, I only want you to see one thing. My name and what I do.
Technoid.
100% tech news, 0% BS.
Technoid, okay, so in terms of the text size, maybe just a little larger.
Yes.
Just a little bit. You know, so like if you're at like a 28, maybe try a 36 or something like that.
I'm glad you brought that up. I am very glad. The reason why it looks small here is just on the share screen, but I can confirm that this is a 25 by 60 by 1440 channel art. So when you see it, what you're going to see when you click on is you're going to see this.
Okay.
So it'll stretch, but you will see this. And I want you guys to take note of the color because that's where we're heading with the channel.
Okay.
We're moving away from green and blue, and we're going for something more vibrant. We're doing something different. Now, you guys know I'm a huge, huge Miami Heat fan, but one of the things that I love about Miami are the Vice colors that Miami makes. The 305, the nice neon lit at night. Well, I want to bring that to my channel, but I want to do it in a way where nobody else is doing it. And I thought about it. Yes, I will continue to do live editions. That is actually going to be my second announcement. That will be coming at the end of December. I will be addressing the live streams because that is going to have a major overhaul, but that will come when we get to December. But back to the colors, I am going in a direction where I want you guys to watch my show, but I want you to watch it and enjoy the vibe. I want you to enjoy the way it looks, but most of all, when you click on a video, you just want to be, how would I say, the first thing you see is going to be the colors. You're going to see the background. You're going to see things. So my intention going into 2021 is to make a show where you're hooked on within the first 5 seconds. The first 5 seconds.
Right,
I want your eyes to be caught. And I want you guys to watch a show that is different, that is not like what everybody else is doing. But most of all, I want to get the show back to its roots of what made Technoid Technoid. Where I was unbiased. I was able to say what I wanted without much restrictions. I want to bring back a lot of the open honesty that I am, and I still do, but I want to emphasize it, and it all starts with design and the way we revamp this. So as you can see, the way I'm promoting this and the way that I'm building this up, and I don't want this to backfire on me because there have been a record of people that have not lived up to the hype. Unbox therapy. But the point is, I want to make you guys feel like you're in the video. Well, not in the video, but you're interacting with the video. I want you guys to feel like you are a part of the video. Your voice is going to be important, not just with this, but your voice is going to be important overall. So with that said, let's take a look. Yes, you got your wish. Now we're going to take a look at the logos. So logo number 1, let me see. This, again, still in production. We're still working on these, but these are the final 3 that we have. I'm pulling it up right now. There are this one, not too keen on, but I'm interested to see.
Let's throw it out there. Right.
Just threw it out there, exactly. Mm-hmm. Still in production, but logo number 1. As you can see, we have a little bit of tweaks. Now, there is a little bit of lines in the back. That's because I was working with the grid, because I'm still working on this. I want to refine it. But this is...
let me say this. First of all, the colors are straight. I love them. Okay? The colors are good. The blend, the fading to the blue, it's terrific, bro. And I love the Miami Heat, Miami Knights, right? Miami Vice. Mm-hmm. All right. The shadowing on the T is really nice, too. Good accent. Okay, so in that triangle, what do you think about making the triangle itself just a little bit wider? Mm-hmm. Not the triangle shape, but the actual line, right? So that line is very skinny. What if we double the thickness of the line itself?
Yeah, make it more poppy. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up. I actually didn't think of that. Yeah. But that's actually very good that you noticed that. I like the attention to detail. So I will definitely work on that. But I think the next one we will reveal, this one is a little cheesy. This one didn't really take me that long, but I still wanted to put it out there because if somebody likes it, who knows? So here is logo number 2.
I see what you did there. It's more like a shield.
More like a shield. Yeah. I do have another variant of this logo. I accidentally threw it out. I'm going to pull it up here. This one it's not really significant, but if you allow me to pull it up, if you want to throw this in as an option 3, you can. But for this one, I decided to tweak it. Just give it a little tilt. Here you go. Just a tilt.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, it's not going to work. So
the eyes usually prefer symmetry and balance.
They do, yeah.
I don't know, man.
All right, so then we'll discard that to the garbage. We'll go put it back in the garbage. That's option 2. And now we get to option 3. This one took me a little bit of time to make, but I think this one might hit the nail on what you were looking for in terms of the triangle and also maybe something a little bit different. Here it is.
Oh, that is pretty nice, dude.
Yeah. We have a 3-dimensional style. You remember like the old glasses? But we have our Miami colors, Vice colors. But if you take a look here, I don't know if I could zoom in, but on the detail, you'll notice the T has colors coming in from other 3 angles. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad you pointed out the triangle. If you notice a slight little detail in the crease here, we've got the blue and we got the pink in the other. So I'm glad that
I think the inside lining of the largest triangle should have a slight black shadow like the T does.
Okay. I could definitely tweak that in there.
Is that T like a little bit just off center? I think it needs to be
a little bit.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I did that intentionally. Because if you notice closely, the colors are shaking out. I kind of wanted to make it where it looked like
I see what you're saying.
When you zoom out, you don't see it. It kind of looks like a little bit of a trick. You know what I mean?
It's very trippy. I like it. It's
I love
very
the wave.
3D. I like it.
The background coloring with the wave. That's nice, dude. This is nice, bro. This one has a lot of potential.
Okay, I like it. So those are the 3 logos. Let me know again. Let me know if you decide to vote on it again. I will show them back one more time if you want to take a look. I have no problem showing them one more time. But before I go any further, I gotta ask, Do y'all want to see an intro reveal?
Yeah, I got a quick question for you though. Is it possible, just as a thought, if you want to do it or not, you could take the first T that you did, but add that T to the last 3D looking image. Yeah, that would goat as hell.
I could try. The only difference is that I'm using 2 different softwares. So if you notice, the third one was more professional.
I do, yeah.
looking. Yeah, I won't lie. I used Adobe with that one, but I can try to get the.
See if you can do it. Yeah,
I can try my best. But I want to ask, do y'all want to see an intro reveal?
Yes.
Do y'all want to see an intro reveal for the new 2021 show?
Yes.
Well, I can't take your word because I need to hear the community. Community, SMT Nation.
Get those chats up.
The official intro of the 2021 Technoid show.
That's right.
Yeah, blur is definitely an option. All right, we've got yeses coming in. Just a few more yeses, and then I will spill the beans on the 2021.
Yeah.
All right. We've got
the suspense.
Look at this. We've got it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to reveal. Here it is.
Run it now.
2021 intro for Technoid. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy. One more time.
Tremendous.
Woo! That's
absolutely tremendous. Yes,
it's really good. I got just a quick thought. Is there? How do you feel about putting some good bass in that? Like some
don't
bass.
worry. We're gonna up the bass. I'm gonna add a few more tweaks and sound effects.
Good.
And most of all, I want to tell y'all, wait until you see this show come to life. I have never been so excited to create content, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, then you got it, man.
I have been so waiting. I am actually hoping we can get to 2021 fast enough because you guys have no idea how excited I am to reveal the new show, the transitions, the way the story flows, the way this show comes to life. I cannot wait to bring it to you guys. I cannot bring it. I cannot emphasize enough. Yes, Sebastian, I saw that. I am going to work on the intro. I do have the file still, so I can definitely tweak the lettering. But I'm telling you guys, 2021 cannot come fast enough.
Yeah, dude, it looks great.
Listen to me now, okay? Hear me out, bro. I don't ask you for anything. I have never asked you for any type of favors. I never asked you for money. All right, I haven't asked you for food, nothing. I've never asked you for oxygen, anything. I need one thing from you, bro. I need my voice in that intro somehow, some way. I need to get a yeah in there, like a nice one.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Get a yeah.
I need somewhere in your show. Somewhere in your show. It has to be somewhere in the middle, the end, the beginning, somewhere.
Here.
I need to get in and do a yeah.
How about we use what you sent me a year ago? Well, let's play this little special message to the great viewers.
Oh, this is cool. All right.
I love this. I will use this.
I love this.
What is up, everyone? This is the SMT Sneed Mobile Tech, and you are now watching Technoid. Enjoy the show.
Now imagine that with the intro, cue this the transition.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you guys, 2021 cannot come fast enough. I am so excited to bring these brand new changes, but that's only the beginning. That is, that's the thing. Everybody's saying, what more can you do? Well, we do
fresh coat of paint, bro. Fresh coat of paint.
No, new characters like this, like yeah.
You never know. I've been thinking of new characters. It is going to be a little bit harder with 3 people, but hey, I've been able to pull it off with 2. Might be able to introduce, but I'm telling you guys right now, I am hoping to revamp this show. I want to give you guys a show that you can enjoy. None of that promotional BS. None of that corporate crap. I want to give a show that is made by a fan for fans. That is my goal. I'm gonna. And you know what? Because I'm enjoying myself tonight. Let's cue that intro one more time. Let's watch that intro one more time. And of course, this will be tweaked. I will listen to Sebastian. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for a brand new year, a refresh. But most of all, let's kick it up with the new 2021 Technoid show. Enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it.
Dude, Mike, I love the intro because the graphics, like how they're moving, it's almost as like it's got that 3D effect to it. And especially if you use that third logo, like the 3D effect, that just plays into it right there. And if you can get that first logo in there, bro, you got it made, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I cannot wait.
I love it.
I cannot wait for this. Guys, I don't know what else to say. I feel like I've talked for 30 minutes, but I feel like I'm more excited tonight than I've ever been. And I won't lie to you guys, I've been having a lack of motivation to make videos as we've been reaching the end. I've been getting more and more, contemplating whether I should keep going or just kill it. But when I see the reaction from all of you tonight, from all of you that are excited, that love what I've brought to the table and excited for 2021, you guys have reignited the fire in me, and I cannot wait to close out this year because I will also have an announcement on November 25th. Everybody know what November 25th is?
Gobble, gobble.
I mean, Thanksgiving.
No,
like pre-Thanksgiving.
Before Thanksgiving.
Oh, it is the day before Turkey Day?
Day before.
Hey.
Well,
yeah, it's like Thanksgiving Eve.
On the 25th of November
Turkey Eve
will be the last day that you will see the original Technoid intro, outro. I also forgot to mention we'll have a new outro, but I haven't created that yet. But basically, the 25th of November, we say goodbye to the Technoid old intro. I will not be implementing the new stuff until 2021, but in the meantime, I will be whipping the channel over right into Christmas mode. So we will definitely be hitting the Christmas switch early, and I've got some plans ready for that. And you might find some Easter eggs in there.
In Technoid, it'd be so cool for like the fourth character. You can do like Eugene.
Oh.
You know what?
It'll be so awesome. Get like the gray sweater and everything.
The first scene, the first scene, you gotta suck a cherry out of a brick wall, dude, with your butt cheeks.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
You just gotta suck it right out, bro.
I got a good idea for Eugene. I'm gonna have to channel an old YouTuber that's gone now.
The Yackle.
Yackle.
The Yackle, Eugene Yackle, yes.
Let's see if I can do it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. What is up, all my tarantulas out there? It's your buddy Eugene Yackle here, coming at you with a new video today. If you guys enjoy it, please leave a like and a comment. And without further ado, here it is.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so good.
Fun fact, that is actually an interpretation, a mixture of the Staten Islanders out here and Eugene Yackle.
That's perfect, man. We love
Freaking Eugene, bro. He's becoming a pop culture icon, dude.
Well, listen, guys. Again, we've got plenty of time, so please definitely get on those votes. So far, it seems like a majority of you are leaning towards the third logo. Which it seems like that might be the winner, but who knows?
We need a Twitter poll. We're going to need a community poll.
Yes, I will post a poll on my Twitter after this live stream is done. You guys could vote. I will leave a link to this video where you can see the logos. I don't know why I'm so full of hiccups tonight, but basically, go out, vote on the polls. If you enjoyed one over the other, let your vote be heard. I feel like we're back now further, but basically, just go on my poll, vote on what you like, and the poll will close at the end of November, and when the end of November comes, whichever one has the majority vote, that will be the new logo for the show.
I got a quick question for you, Mike. If you can, like I said, that one logo, if you could transcode to the third page there or whatever, and then if you could send that just to the Twitter group just to see how it we get a good feel for it.
Which Twitter group?
If you can, the Twitter group.
The one that just more make a group. Whoever's feedback you want.
Yeah. Not because of any reason. I just left because the notifications were going off and I was at work, so I was getting yelled at. I was like, all right, I gotta leave.
All right.
Somebody reinvite me.
Yeah, we got you.
All right, so that's it for the 2021 show. But guys, again, there will be one final announcement. We will announce that at the end of December before we start the 2021. Again, I will create the poll. It will be right after this live stream is done. I will post a link, or if you want me to post the images, I will let you check out the images, and then you could vote which one you like. But guys, I'm super excited. I cannot wait for 2021, and I hope you all can join me on this journey.
Yeah.
Let us reach to the promised land. You know, this is a stretch, but 10K.
Yeah.
I doubt it, but you know what? I'm gonna love it.
Make sure you include that little segment of that handsome fellow that you showed earlier.
Maybe
Make sure you
that'll be
put
a
that as starter video. Yeah.
Don't worry, I got your back, man.
Dude, awesome, man. So excited. I love to see the rebranding, the fresh coat of paint. The fact that you're always trying to improve the channel, testament to your commitment to, being great as a creator. The videos that you make, man, I've always said that your uploads are some of the ones that I anticipate the most because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know which characters are going to pop up. All right, so we've seen casual alerts. Those are new, right? The last few months. We've seen what's his name, Lieutenant Lugnuts. We've seen introductions to Power Rangers. Yeah, callbacks to all these Family Matters, bro. It was crazy, bro.
And they're not done. There are going to be more of that coming.
Yeah.
We should. So I think based on the feedback we got in the live chat, and there'll be some comments, obviously on replay. We'll take a look. We'll see what the people are saying. But I think that third item is pretty well received. I think your intro music, the duration's really good. It's brief. It's quick. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get the show started.
I wanted to be hooked within the first 5 seconds. I wanted an intro that was quick, straight to the point, but catchy to the eye.
Yeah, it's basically 2 bars. It's like 8 seconds. It's perfect, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's actually a fact that most people, it's good for the 5 seconds, but most people actually lose interest after 20 seconds. So you got the timing just right, man.
Yeah, keep it in there.
That's good.
That's right.
Yep.
Moose, where you at, dog?
Man, my throat is killing me tonight.
Moose. Moose is still scrubbing
Yo,
that Mr.
Moose.
Clean, bro. Come on, man.
Moose, are you there?
Dude,
Man,
I've been cleaning this whole time. God damn. Oh, man.
Damn, Moose.
The original Cha-Cha has
all
been
the
busy.
floors and everything.
Okay.
I wanted to ask Technoid if you could put up the logos because I didn't get to see the logos.
Oh, you didn't see the logo. Okay, no problem. Well,
Logo and the intro.
And the intro?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, real quick.
I saw the intro.
I
saw the intro on the second time. I didn't see the logos.
Okay, I can't share this on live chat or live stream, Sneed, because I want to still keep this a mystery for the viewers, but I'm only going to show it to you guys backstage. This is going to be the new background for the Technoid show. I've already got that approved, but I can't share this publicly, but you guys can see it in the back. I don't know if you guys...
Ooh.
I can't share it. I would love to share it, but I can't. Just not right now.
Yeah.
We got to have some hype built up.
Bro, listen, it's absolutely tremendous. I love that graphic. I love the animation. It's perfect. It's going to complement that logo, and it's going to complement the theme of the channel, the Miami Nights, bro. This is perfect, bro. Beautiful.
Zero cool?
Yeah. Yeah, just like I said, bro, just get the little changes that we recommended, and then I want to see the finished product, bro. I can't wait. It's freaking awesome.
Absolutely. And Moose, I don't know if you could see this, but if you got any thoughts on it. All right, I'm going to go on mute every time I got to clear my throat.
Just give it a good... There you go. There you go.
All right. So Moose wasn't here, so I'll show him the logos after the show is done. But that's really the first half of what I plan to do for the channel. But there is one more thing that I have to do. There is one more thing, and I will be working with Sneed Mobile Tech on this. But I think you guys, if you're smart, if you guys can think of the other thing that I do on my channel besides filming, what is another thing that I like to do?
You sing.
No.
You do.
Well, yes, singing is that, but making content. What is another area that I use to make content?
What, the live streams?
Live streams.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen with that? I can't keep the same format. We have to do something different. So.
Impressions of Joe Biden.
Oh.
I mean, could it be any more random, bro?
Could it be any more cliche?
Sorry,
yeah.
I had to throw that in there.
Live streams, I will announce, is getting a major refresh, but I can't go into too many details right now. You're just going to have to wait till December 31st when that video drops.
What if I ask you something?
Yes.
OBS or StreamYard?
StreamYard.
Okay.
StreamYard. And that's all. That's all I have to say. 2021 cannot come fast, and I am super excited. I am extremely, extremely excited, and I really hope to see you all there on the journey with me.
Yeah, dude, we'll be there. We're all part. We're all in this together, bro. We've seen the evolution of your channel over the last couple of years. I mean, I think I was a subscriber when you had your first 50 or 100. So I've been following you for a while. So it's been interesting to see kind of how you've done things year to year, and the refreshes are good. It keeps everything, kind of gives it this revamped high energy. I mean, I've got a lot of the same stuff. I got to start changing some things too. You got me thinking about it, like addressing the channel art, developing a branding. Like the only thing I got right now is a picture that a kid drew me instead of doing his homework. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
so
like,
true, man. I was waiting for you to change that. I'm like,
like literally,
DJ Khaled looking.
Right, we the best, bro. So
that's like a staple. That's
you gotta change that, bro. I love it.
Nah, I love it.
It is good. It is
You should
good.
keep that. Yes. But your channel banner, that would definitely be a nice touch up on there.
Yeah. Yep, I'll be working on those things now that I have the time. I'm finishing my master's program. It'll be done in December. I'm gonna go into full creator mode, man.
You just had to have that kid redraw it. That's all. I mean,
I don't know where that kid is, dude. I don't even know.
Hold him down. You made a new logo.
He probably graduated 4 or 5 years ago. So I don't even.
Nice.
He's probably in LA somewhere. Like,
if he sees that and he's realized his professor became a 12K subbed YouTuber, he'd be like, "I want my commission."
I'm pretty
what are all these
sure.
Sneed pictures here?
I'm pretty sure the only reason why he passed my class was because of that picture. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great.
Funny.
That's a good story. Hey. All right, so that's it for me. I think that's everything I have to say. We spent long enough. So if you have any questions, anything you want to ask me, anybody, more than welcome to.
Yeah, and we've been on for about 42 minutes, so no need to rush out of here, but no need to drag it out either. So if there's anything else that you guys want to cover, from the creator side of things, we can kind of use this opportunity to kind of talk some things through or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got one that just came to mind. So when you're doing your tech or your tech videos, when you transition to a different story, you had those intros and outros. You know what I'm talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Is that changing, or are you switching that up as well?
Oh, absolutely. That was one of the biggest highlights that I pointed out. The transitions are going to be all new. It's not going to be iMovie stocked transitions. These are going to be graphical transitions. We're not doing... Good. I don't want to give too much away, but let's just say you wouldn't expect me to do that, but it's going to work perfectly with the way that this channel refresh is going.
Nice. All right.
Very nice, sir. What's up, Chris the Cricket? How you doing?
Well, I know you, Sneed, I know you wanted to talk about the Samsung S21 Exynos.
But I do have a question, though. Are you,
sure, yeah, go ahead.
In regards to the hashtags, the tags or whatever, so that is one of the primary methods, right, when someone searches for a video, right?
The tags, right?
Is the tags, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think about, the tag system? Because, sometimes even if you search something, it doesn't immediately pop up, right? Like, for example, if Technoid is talking about the headphones, remember the headphones that you were talking about the other day, right? If I'm looking for that specific model or the product, it doesn't immediately come up. So is there a way to assist so that the algorithm catches that video quicker? I
think part of it is the algo, dude. Mm-hmm. It gets what you say in audio. It looks at the title. It looks at the tags. It looks in the description. It looks at comments. So I'm actually probably gonna fall back on my old ways. If you guys remember at the beginning of the year, I was doing a lot with hashtags. I'm probably going back to that
Yeah.
moving forward
Yeah, I
because
would, yeah.
because sometimes I'll search specifically keywords and my video doesn't show up for like 20 entries, which doesn't make sense because mine's the most recent and it's the most applicable to the term. I tagged it, it's in the title. It doesn't make sense that it's not popping up sooner. You know, number 20 in a list. Come on, man. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, let me give it. So the input, like when you search for like a specific thing, the metadata in your video, for example, if you hashtag something in your video, Google will transcode that, put it in its algorithm, and that's how when you search for something, because that's the only way it knows. If you do it like audio or video in your video, and Google will compute that in the algorithm, and that's how you search for it. So
Absolutely. I won't lie. I still use hashtags. I don't think there's a crime against it. It's fair. You should
not
use
yet.
it. And most of all, it does the job well. That's all I'll say on that. And you know, every little bit helps. You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, other than that,
I did have a
music.
question too, by the way.
Go ahead.
Technoid, are you thinking about doing like interviews with other YouTubers, or having like instead of a live stream, more of a
It's a good idea.
Very
choreographed
good
type of
question.
video? Because we have seen in the past, right, that one video can be the first domino in the chain of events that leads to significant amounts of more subscribers.
I'm glad you brought that up. To tell you the truth, I did a couple in the past with some very big YouTubers. They went well at first, but then they kind of ghosted me after. They wanted nothing to do with me. But that didn't stop me. So then I kind of stopped aiming for bigger YouTubers, and I decided to kind of get smaller and beginning YouTubers, help break them in, kind of introduce them to the platform, kind of give them a platform to speak to those that can help them. And I haven't done it in a while. I have not done that, and I'm glad you mentioned that. So I would love to bring it back. I would love to interview more YouTubers. I would love to interact with more YouTubers regardless of the number. But I think it has to come down to them being willing to open their arms and say, you know what, I'll make a video with you. Some of them have been very good. Some of them haven't. And I won't lie to you, this tech community is some of it is closed-ended. They don't like to associate, but there's a lot of people willing to open. And I would love to get those people that are willing to come on. I would love to do it. So yes, I will definitely be trying to bring it back, because I always say collaboration is the key to growth, but most of all, build good relationships, great content. But overall, it's just good for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
they say so I had no idea what this was. I kind of went into YouTube with no guidance. I didn't have any type of like mentor. I didn't have any type of feedback, engine. Like nobody was telling me, hey, that was good. Here's something you could fix. Here's something you could add. Consider this. I didn't have any of that. So I was learning on the job. And one of the guys that kind of, took a moment to reach out to me and speak to me on these matters was JG Tech Blog. And if you guys remember, I used to do a podcast on his show.
Yeah.
Or on his channel. And that's kind of where the podcast originated from. So I had started doing mine. It was catching some traction, 30, 40 viewers a night. Every time I'd go live, the shows were getting like 400 or 500 views, right? So I was starting to pick up some traction. I started doing it for him on his channel, and he kind of schooled me and explained everything, how it goes, and collaborations. And so a lot of things that I was doing and I was trying to do, he said that this is the blueprint for success on YouTube. I just didn't know what those things were called. Like, I didn't know you were supposed to collaborate. I just wanted to. I knew that if I organically built an established community and then I started to overlap with others' communities, I knew I could get growth, and I knew I could help them too, because it allows like a co-mingle of the exposure. So I knew collaborations were big. Also consistency. I upload basically daily. right? Almost daily, a live stream or a video, an update, news story, something, commentary, whatever it is. Speed with Sneed, like I've got all these different things. And then, so the collaboration, I've tried the consistency, the content, I've tried everything, and one of the things that I always found difficult, people will ignore you. They will not reply. When you're a small creator, they don't reply. And that was always frustrating. so when JG Tech Blog, he told me, he's like, look, I don't, because he saw the potential and he saw the growth of my channel. Because I don't understand why these people aren't replying to you. This is what you're supposed to do in YouTube. But I think what you have to understand, and now I think you do, Mike, is these YouTube creators, if they don't have the right mindset, if they don't see things your way, they view you as an adversary. Yeah. Even though you're actually a new opportunity for them, but they're too close-minded, they're too narrow, their vision's too narrow. They don't see the scope. And here's what I'm saying. If I didn't truly believe what I'm saying, would you see Tech Life on my channel?
No.
Would you see Hector on my channel?
No.
Would you see Carlos on my channel?
No.
I prop these guys up on a pedestal in the anticipation that our communities grow together. Because what people don't understand is there's a difference between people that are doing the same thing as you and people that hate you. And unfortunately, the people that don't want to collaborate, they don't know the difference. They can't see past, okay, we're both in the same lane or we're both doing similar things, but they can't get over the fact that somebody might be better than them. Might. I'm not saying they are or I am or any of that, but they can't accept that somebody might be better than them. So they avoid the opportunity. Like I've reached out to creators with, and this is when I had 500 subscribers, 1,000, 1,500. I reached out to a dozen creators. All of them cover mobile technology. None of them discuss cellular.
Yeah.
What's my lane? Cellular, right? Network technology. And they wanted no reply. They wanted nothing to do with me. They're too small-minded and they're too insecure in what they're doing. That's
bunch of shills.
Yeah. Brother, seriously, they just don't understand the potential because you have vision, you have you see the opportunities that are out there, but you have to find people that are like-minded, or else honestly, they are literally insecure and fear that they may look stupid next to you. Seriously, there's no other way. And I'm going to tell you how I know this type of thing exists. When I asked somebody to collaborate with me, I donated to their channel. They loved me. The moment I wanted to ask them about a collaboration, they blocked me.
Yep. I know that feeling, man.
Shocked.
Yep. And I actually have a story to tell you. I'll make it quick. There is one particular YouTuber, very big YouTuber now, almost at 1 million subs. I don't want to say his name. Me and him, when we started, he liked me. I thought so. But then after the video, he he ghosted me. But we maintained a regular communication. We didn't ask to make videos. We just talked normally. And I think when we got into an altercation about power delivery charging with USB-C, I think you remember, Sneed. I think you remember this. When I was telling him this and that, and he started realizing that I was a little more shrewder than him, and you gave me some information, he started to kind of back up because he knew he couldn't go toe-to-toe with me with what we were talking about. But but the reason...
Power brick?
But that's not even it.
Yeah,
but the reason I don't want nothing to do with this individual is I planned a live stream for charity. I don't know if you guys remember, I had a charity live stream, which, again, I'm still tallying money. We still haven't even sent out the first donation. I've already sent out my personal donation to The Good Fight. I'm still sending out so many other subscribers. Thank you guys for the donations that they are making to The Good Fight Foundation. But I wanted this to be big. I wanted this to raise a platform for people that were suffering with COVID-19, struggling. I asked this individual, I said, would you be kind enough to maybe join me in this so we can help raise an awareness, get some money for these people, and let's do good for the people? ignored me, responded with, I don't think I'm free, but I'll let you know. Never responded, never heard from again. He ended up unfollowing me, and that was the last time I ever wanted to do anything with him. It's not the fact that you ignored me and you unfollowed me. It's the fact that you denied the charity aspect, and that's something I can't respect.
Yeah, that's rough.
If you were really busy, you would have told me the truth, and I would have been fine. You tell me the truth, you don't want to do it, or you just can't do it, I could take no. But you ghost me, you unfollow me, you knew I was trying to help other people make a difference because people are suffering today, and you couldn't even have the dignity to tell me the truth. And I think that's the part that hurts me the most.
Let me tell you guys how shallow some people are and how petty they can be. I remember standing next to a group of like maybe 3 or 4 people. It was mostly middle-aged men. The setting's irrelevant. There was a group of people, like 6, 7 people or something, and there were a few guys, and like some of them were bald. Do you know what they were staring at, bro? While we were all sitting there waiting in line, they were staring at my hair, dude. That's how petty people are. Like they literally, dude. It sounds weird, but every time I looked up, I could see where their eyes were looking, and it was at my hair, bro. I've got fluffy hair, bro. I got a lot of it. It's super thick, and these people literally were so insecure with their own situations. One guy's hairline was like back here. The other guy had like that circle thing going on in the back. Bro, like why do you care though? Like that I have hair, you know, and you're staring at it. Like that's just so stupid. I don't even comb my hair. I shampoo it. I shampoo it for the sake of cleanliness. I don't even care about my hair, dude. I grow a beard. I haven't shaved it in eons. You know, and like some people are just so petty about something so small, bro. But that's what I'm trying to say is people are so caught up in nothing, and they think they're so special, right? And they're insecure, right? But they want to seem like there's something, you know. They want to see like, so that person who ghosted you over a power brick, bro, over a conversation, man, please get out of here with that nonsense. And seriously, I hid my subscriber count for 2 years to see if that made a difference. And I swear to you, Technoid, as my channel grew, I had thousands of subscribers and nobody would collaborate with me. Nobody. Yeah. And now that I'm at 12, 13,000, that's all they want to do is collaborate. No, I don't want to collaborate with you. I'm going to continue to support those that support me. I only invest in my community. I don't really invest big on, you know, far-reaching things that aren't going to solidify or help anyone. So if you look, I support Lawrence. I support Carlos. I support you. I support those like me, right? Like Tech Life and Hector. You know, I don't support. We don't need to support the big YouTubers. They're good, bro. They don't need us.
Yeah.
You know, we need to support each other.
That's right.
Yeah. And you know what? I will say this. I love when people message me asking me to collaborate. Even if they're small, 100 subs, doesn't matter. I love collaborations, no matter what it is, whether it's big or small. I love interacting with people.
Now, let's talk about that element real quick, though, about being busy. I have like 3 or 4 jobs, dude. And I've been taking master's courses for 3 years. And I drove for Uber and I drove for Lyft and I did iPhone repairs and I have a 4-year-old daughter and I'm married and I have other family. I have all this stuff going on and I still find time for everything. So when somebody tells you they're busy, they can go to hell. They're not that busy. They're not that busy, bro. Because if I can do all of that and still hold my job and all this and I could find time for everything, then they could too if they really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But they'd rather lie. They'd rather lie and say they're super busy. Bro, you ain't that busy, bro. I do all the same things that everybody else does. They ain't that busy, bro.
I'm going to just say this one last thing, and then I think I'm done talking about it, for me anyway. But to those of you that watch this, and you're a YouTuber, and you want to make a video with another person, and they don't give you the response or they don't give you the chance, let me tell you something. Don't feel discouraged. Don't feel upset. It's okay to feel upset in the beginning, but trust me, things will get better.
Yeah, but you better be ready to work.
You got to work, yes.
You better get on your grizzly, bro. Get on your grind.
And you know something? I think you guys remember that night. Sneed, I told you about it, about that YouTuber, what he said about me, and how he was like my idol, and he spoke so low about me. That lit a fire in me. And because of that fire, I think that I'm at this point of entertaining people more that I kind of forgot at this point. And I'm at the point where this YouTube thing that I'm doing, it went from being fun, it went from being just a hobby to entertaining people. And that's what I love about it, and that's why I think I'm going to continue doing it for as long as I can, to entertain people, to give them news, but most of all, to make good content.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
I had a comment in one of my early videos my first year. I think I had 158 subs. I was adding like 5-10 subs a week or something like that. It was real slow growth. And somebody commented and told me to give it up. They said, cut the mobile tech nonsense. Just do a gaming channel. He said, your channel's going nowhere. It'll never be anything. Well, that's all I needed to hear, bro. And that was good. That's all I needed, bro. You want to talk about fuel? Ooh, bro, that was rocket fuel. I never felt so motivated in my life, bro. What's better than somebody telling you can't do something? Thank you so much, bro. I love it. I owe that guy everything, bro. Thank you. Whoever you are the creator of the SMT. Thank you. You did it, bro. I owe everything
Those
to
words,
you.
man.
And seriously, I hope that crow tastes really good, bro.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
what about them Samsung phones? Exynos.
Lawrence. The S21?
I heard you were telling me some things about it. Let me hear.
Bro, and Zero Cool, you got to come in on this too, bro. This is you and me. We've been having this conversation back and forth. All right.
I'm out of here. I'm not going anywhere.
It's been hashtag fake news through and through. So the casual alerts, all right, that you've been throwing around. We got to get some involved in these S21 rumors. So the talk amongst the, I don't know, the media outlets, the Verges of the world, the HBRs, BGRs, whatever they are, bro. All these people, they are trying to create and twist this narrative that the Exynos 2100, I'm not sure about the exact model of the SoC, is supposed to be superior to what Qualcomm is going to be doing with the Snapdragon. What are we calling it? Zero Claw, are we going 875 with this one?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, 875.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so they're trying to twist the narrative that Exynos is going to be some superior chipset that's going to outcompete Qualcomm. All indications based on architecture, design approach, the 5-nanometer process that's coming to the market. I don't think that's possible. It just doesn't fit. It doesn't pass the smell test. And these outlets keep on forcing this narrative. They're shoving it down our throat that the Exynos chipset will be better. It just doesn't make sense. The Exynos chip hasn't been better than a Qualcomm model year chip in like 6 years. Like the S6 was the last time that the Exynos was legit.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been behind. It's ran hotter. It's run slower. Just to keep up, they had to overclock it, and then it was getting hot and thermal throttling. It was just, it's so unlikely that it's going to be better. So I don't know what to do. Like Zero Cool, we were talking about it, man. You keep calling out fake news on this, but they keep forcing it. You think there's any grounds to believe their stories?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. So whenever the FCC has to certify the chipset, they have to do that. It's not just the phone, the number of bands. It's also the chipset in the phone too. Okay, in North America, it's going to be the 875. It's not going to be the Exynos, so we won't even get it here. You have to buy that international version, right? If you want the Exynos.
South America, Europe, Asia.
You have the Asian version if you want the Exynos. So I don't know why everybody's talking about it even.
As a North American model, it doesn't even make sense that it'll be.
It doesn't
here.
even make sense. You're not going to get it. It's going to be the 875. I already know that because we're already talking about it, especially internally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't. Yeah.
I mean, what do you want? I got an 875. I can call it Exynos if you want me to, but it's not going to be an Exynos,
Right.
So The RF on the 875 is going to be great. Inter-carrier aggregation between bands, low, mid, and high. Improved RF performance, improved RF front end on it as well. What else? I'm trying to remember the specs off the top of my head. It's going to have greater throughput. I hope Carlos is okay.
X60 confirmed.
Yeah, X60 confirmed also, and that's also going to be next year's iPhone as well, right? So, good things to come all around. Especially, what I want to kind of highlight is this, and I'm going to talk T-Mobile just for a second. And they're going to, next year, probably Q2, they're going to use the multiple user MIMO technology. So it's 16 layers of MIMO. Okay, beamforming, I should say, going to your phone. Now, the reason why the X60 modem is important because they're going to introduce that technology on 600 megahertz on the 2.5 and eventually the rest, but those two to start, right? Okay, so how the X60 modem is going to take advantage of that is that it's going to carrier ag with multiple layers on the 600 megahertz and the 2.5 combined. So it's like having a huge, big, super house of throughput in your face, and that's a great thing.
Easily gig speeds.
Easily gig speeds, and that's a great thing. So the X60 modem, and years later, more modems are going to come out, and that's just going to take advantage of this new massive multiple user MIMO technology, and
need a new phone every year.
And it's a great thing. You got to keep up. So this is just another good thing coming to the 875 coming to a market next year in January.
Yep. Thank you, Dustin. Appreciate the super chat donation. YouTube isn't Pepsi versus Coke, Verizon versus T-Mobile. It's more Coke versus Diet Coke. All YouTubers can share the same table the same day. Well said, sir.
Well said indeed.
Yeah, interesting spin on it. Thank you for the donation, by the way. So here's the thing about those phones. Whatever is going to be coming with the X60 next year with the Qualcomm 875, those chipsets will be good for a couple years. Although after a year, it will technically become outdated. It will still get better with time because wireless networks are going to get better over the course of the next 2 and 3 years. So what I'm saying is the X60 modem is going to be the first to bring inter-carrier aggregation amongst 5G frequencies. So the low band, the mid band, the millimeter wave, all in it together. But the thing is nobody's going to really be doing that large scale from the carriers, with the exception of Verizon, probably in 2022. And on a smaller scale, AT&T, because the only way to do a tri-band inter-carrier aggregation, you have to have a lot of millimeter wave everywhere. Really, the only company committed to that is Verizon. So in 2022, the company to have is Verizon. In 2023, yeah. So, but that's the thing. If AT&T somehow starts to reallocate their spending, and then those C-RAN really start to pick up, then the conversation shifts to AT&T and Verizon making a difference-making integrated network experience in 2022 and on. I'm telling you guys right now, the whole concept of layer cake, it's actually correct. That's how networking is done moving forward with a 5G. The problem is the company that uses the layer cake terminology is the least layer cake of them all. They're the only one I'm concerned about because they don't really have an existing millimeter wave plan. So
correct.
The only time networks fail is when they're overloaded. That's in 2020. That's really the issue. It's not so much coverage in most cases. Some people have coverage issues, but in most cases, it's okay. 4th of July. Okay, the pandemic is going to be over next year. Oh, thank goodness. Hopefully, all that good stuff. My network on Verizon always crashes on the 4th of July. I can't send a video. I can't make a call. January 1st, New Year's Eve. Good luck making a call. Good luck sending a text. All that stuff is over once all of this spectrum is utilized by these companies. The tanking and all that, it's done and over with. It's a thing of the past. 20,000 at a concert, no problem, bro. Indoors millimeter wave, right? Like those things are a thing of the past. You know what I'm saying? So, and honestly, the only company that really seems to be embracing a future with, incredible bandwidth, thinking beyond just smartphones. It's really just Verizon for now.
Yeah.
Okay, I expect AT&T to be right behind. The only one I'm concerned with is T-Mobile. I don't think they really understand the capacity needs. I think they kind of do, but they're not acting like it, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. And keep in mind the 875 SoC is going to have the X60 modem integrated in the chip, and the SoC chip. It's called a system on chip. Versus what we've seen today with the 865 and X55 modem, those two are separate. So you're going to have improved efficiencies there.
I can't wait.
The die is actually smaller. Was a 5 nanometer, I believe.
Yeah.
On the 875. So that's going to basically improve efficiencies.
It's going to help with
way better battery life.
Yeah.
Due to that fact. And again, like I said before, way better RF because you don't have to necessarily overpower the modem per se. It's just gonna work fluidly as an SoC, depending on how where you are at the cell site.
But don't you agree? Don't you see it the same way that the company that's pushing the layer cake motto is the least likely to actually produce a layer cake? That's ironic.
I'll be back
bro.
on in a little bit, guys.
T-Mobile wants to, but it's just they need money. They need capital investment. They need $50 billion. They need so much to make that layer cake a good layer cake.
Let me just jump in here real quick.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and also apologies for turning off the camera. I'm just working on the poll before it goes live. A lot of people can argue and say that, when we're talking, the spectrum assets and we're talking about the connectivity, a lot of people could say right now, as of now, the connectivity and the speeds are not as bad because nobody's out. There's less demand population out because of the COVID-19 situation. More people are running on Wi-Fi. So it's easy to fool and say that your performance is going to be good now. But like you said, when next year rolls around, everybody's out, going around, walking, and they're on cellular, that's when you're going to see the true colors come out. And I think it's really important that, these companies, they take advantage of the assets and spectrums that they buy at auction. They need to utilize, I think, C-band. They definitely need to. Interior, in my opinion, interior sub-6, maybe millimeter wave. I think millimeter wave would probably be more beneficial because that's true native 5G. But of course, that's just my 2 cents. But then the phones themselves. And I got to say, tying into the Exynos chipset and the Exynos modem rumors that I've been hearing, I would rather take the 875 over the Exynos. And, I get a lot of people that get mad at me saying, why do you trash Exynos? They're one of the best CPUs. I'm like, have you seen the performance capabilities? Have you seen the speed test? Have you seen
Who says these things, bro? Who says these things?
People from Europe, people that use these on a daily. And I'm like, well, there's a reason why you're using them.
Do they have Qualcomm? Have they tried a Qualcomm chipset?
I'm sure they must have. But I'm telling them, if you haven't tried a Qualcomm chipset, now is the time. Because, look, I'm going to say this right now. Exynos will never win here in America. It's just not going to win. It is not going to be valuable or even a valiant effort from Samsung to even think of putting this chipset, which is why I'm glad they decided to take away. I'm glad that they took away, the rumors. But at the end of the day, all I'm going to say is this. I'm getting sick and tired of people saying that Exynos this, Exynos that. Listen to me carefully. I'm going to say this once, and I'm never going to say this again. If Samsung ever had the balls to release an Exynos chipset in a Samsung Galaxy S21 or Note, there's going to be hell on earth from their fan base. And for good reason.
Yeah, so I can put all these rumors to rest that anybody that's an Exynos fanboy. Okay, our cell sites in North America, they have a base band in them, in the digital unit. Guess what that's optimized for? The baseband modem in your phone. And chipset in your phone. And guess what that is? It's Qualcomm. I know because I have to deal with it every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Every day. So when the baseband, we have a team that actually writes the baseband software inside our vendors like Nokia and Ericsson. They actually write the baseband software inside our digital units. Okay, for our digital units that have to do with Nokia and Ericsson are AirScale, right? So then they're optimized for Qualcomm. The baseband in your phone has so many steps of how to communicate with an RF signal to your cell phone tower, to the baseband unit on the cell phone tower. They have to communicate. Yeah, the Exynos does work. However, it's not optimized. So basically, what we call RF signaling back and forth, your downlink and your uplink transmission paths, back and forth going from your phone to the tower and back again, are not optimized as they are with the Qualcomm. Enough said. So
Facts. It's all facts.
That's right. It's
Everything.
all facts.
This is all facts, bro. I'm not here to entertain arguments.
Yeah.
You know, the data speaks for itself.
You can't argue with it.
No, you can't. And see, that's the one thing that everybody always talks about, like science and what is they think? I don't like science. What you mean you don't like science? It's the only way to quantify anything.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't use science. You can't just go in an argument with lemon and limes and say, I know a lot of things. I know
these
many things.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
No worries, take your time. But yeah, like the facts speak for themselves. The speed tests, the real life usage videos, they have proven it. I don't think we need to go into any more detail. I think we know where we're at. But I gotta say though, as good as Qualcomm is and as optimized as it is, I don't think anything beats Apple's in-house CPUs now that they've paired it with the Qualcomm X55 modem. I gotta tell you, any problems with iPhone cellular connectivity problems are pretty much starting to go away. Before there was an issue, before there was because of Intel and the crappy service, but that gap that they had is starting to go down smaller.
Well, listen, the best thing moving forward, the best things that are going to happen in wireless technology for hardware like mobile technology, smartphones, handhelds, modems, stuff like that, we need Google to start making their own chipsets.
Mm-hmm.
We need Samsung to also make their own chipsets and make them available everywhere.
But
we
make
need
them
Qualcomm.
good.
Well, we need Qualcomm to reduce their monopolized situation,
Mm-hmm.
right? So all that happens, that would be good. I don't want to hear people hating on Google when it comes to the Pixel.
Yeah.
We need the Pixel to be good.
Yes.
So that way Apple will get better, Samsung will get better. You know, all these different companies can get involved. MediaTek can become a real player because right now there's only one way to go if you care about long-term support, and it's the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and for Google, if they're able to do their own chipset, no longer are we stuck with this 2 to 3 year, software restriction, operating system restriction. Maybe they can go 4, right? Like maybe somebody will keep their phone for 4 years then.
Yeah.
I've told people time and time again, to actually be on the cutting edge of technology, you legit have 1 year turnaround time. So financing a phone for 2 years is a losing proposition.
Yeah.
Phones are getting outdated now within a year. See, 3 years ago, if you had a phone that was 2 years old, it was still serviceable as long as you had the bands, right? So if in 2018, 2017, you bought one of the first phones with band 71, you're still good today.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed at T-Mobile. There's still 3 carrier aggregation, right? The only thing is now you're like, oh, I need N41.
Yeah.
Right. That's the only thing that you're going to have to worry about moving forward into next year. For Verizon, it's still 4 carrier aggregation. Their bands have not changed. Now it's just N260, N261. Do you want the millimeter wave? Because the other stuff is all DSS, right? So AT&T, there's a company you might have to upgrade to if you bought a phone in 2017 because of band 30, because of what they're going to be doing with millimeter wave as well with C-RAN. But that's my point, is before it was cool to have a 2-year-old phone, you could still pull it off.
Yeah.
In 2020, 2021, like this next transitional set, you're back 2 years. If your phone is 1 year old, you're back 2 years actually.
Yeah.
2 years of technology, because now we're going to have inter-carrier aggregation.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have dynamic spectrum sharing, with brings the service to the 5G side.
Yeah.
Once we go and once we go standalone, everything's out the door.
Yeah.
Everything. You're literally back a decade. Basically, you're in 2016 and everybody else is in 2020s. That's on standalone.
I think, but also, like you said, companies have to take the initiative. They have to be able to be willing to produce their own in-house chips, like you said.
Oh, snap,
Google.
Luna. Good to see you. Hasn't been a while. Good to see you here.
A21, I'll answer her question. Luna, I think the A21 is a good entry-level phone, but only for about a year. I don't think you should keep that phone no more than a year. If you want to push 2 years, you could push 2 years. But I think with the technology inside of the A21, you're probably going to just want to get that as a one-and-done kind of phone. But back to the topic of, and as you guys see, I have the iPhone 12 Pro Max. You guys, I've been switching over. I'm in the process. I'm still doing a few more things. But, you bring up an interesting point. Apple just bought the Intel division. They bought out the entire modem department. They're going to be working to make now their own in-house modems. So now they're going to cut Qualcomm when that gets ready, but not for another few years, I would presume. Google is working on their own in-house CPUs. They'll probably eventually get to the modem part, so you get them out. Samsung has their Exynos chipsets, but they're just not good. They have to make them more power-packed. They have to make them more incredible, in the words of Lavendi. They have to be more engineering teams manufacturing these Exynos chips and mass producing them to work in the American market, but market them in the American market. But lastly, and the most important thing that I think needs to happen, is that these carriers need to, like you said, loosen the grip from Qualcomm. And Apple seems to be the one that's been leading the way. And I think they're going to keep leading the way, because not many companies are willing to buy out a whole division team from another company and then say, we're going to build our own in-house. Google is the second one, because they want their own in-house CPUs for better support over the Pixels, which I give a lot of respect.
Yeah.
But they have to do more. They have got to up the game if they want to loosen this grip from Qualcomm, and if they want to keep pushing Apple to be better, or if Google wants to push themselves to get better, they have got to push out Qualcomm in the next 5 to 7 years. I don't know. What else do I have to say?
We just need a level playing field is what we really need. Now, Joshua, to address this, the X55 versus X60, the X55 is a bridge modem. The X60 is a transcendental change in cellular technology. It's like LeBron James, if you look at his physical stature, like 6'9", 260, fastest guy on the floor, biggest guy on the floor. He's like a freak of nature. Like 17 years playing at this level. Mm-hmm. See, back in the 1950s, go ahead and watch the Boston Celtics. There's nothing athletic about it, right? It's like watching the next quantum leap in new technology, because everything that's held back, 5G is now going to be out the window. Now we're going to see every single piece of cellular technology take the next step. So the inter-carrier aggregation of 5G, low band, mid band, and millimeter wave combined all together. Then we're going to see the channel bandwidth increase, and then we're going to see the number of channels increase. LTE is also going to see a step forward too. We're going to see the Wi-Fi modems, the Wi-Fi radios get better, right? Wi-Fi 6 will improve. It's all going to get better. It's going to be a huge leap with that modem.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
What's up, Sebby? What's going on, bro?
What's up?
Hey, buddy.
Who's Sebby?
Sebby's in the house.
Oh, Seabass.
Yeah, Seabass. Yeah.
Been a while.
Yeah, been a while.
What up, Sebby? What's up, man?
Okay. When you were talking about the Exynos, I was hoping to say about that. If you remember, there was like some article saying that Google was testing Exynos instead of using Qualcomm.
Interesting.
Yeah, and also like a lot of Chinese companies are going to use Exynos instead of Qualcomm. Obviously because it's cheaper,
sure.
But also I have been hearing like in a development standpoint, it's more easier than Qualcomm to optimize and everything.
I mean, it's a little bit easier because Qualcomm's code that they use is you're right, it's more difficult. But the Google chip is gonna
more
it's
strict.
Gonna be based off a Samsung custom ARM chip, like the X1. But it's I mean, you're right. It's a little bit stricter licensing as well.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact that Google's going to this custom chip, this custom Samsung ARM Whitechapel chip. I think that's good. I think how they're following in the path of Apple is a really good thing.
Yeah.
It's just this makes it good for everybody, because it's all you need is just an X60 modem in there, and game over. So I plan on buying the Pixel 6 and
test it out.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, I will be waiting to see like the results of the new Exynos chips, to be honest, to see how it handles like normal performance. But so far, benchmarks, I really don't like benchmarks, to be honest.
I don't either. They're not real world,
Yeah. It's my same argument that I always when someone brings like benchmark scores, like Geekbench, I always say it's not in real life performance.
I'll tell you what, Sebby, what I would love to see is like 3 different phones that are considered quote unquote flagships for 2021. Yeah. So let's say that the Samsung S21, I'm going to get one. In fact, I will pre-order that sucker. That's how excited I am about the cellular side of things. It's not the software. I don't care about that stuff. I can't care about it, bro. If I'm going to be honest, the only software I care for is Google software.
Pixel.
That's it, bro. Everybody else is in the back of the bus. All right, Rosa Parks, bro. All right, Google's in the front seat with software, honestly. Samsung's in the back. Even Apple, in my opinion, the operating system is very average. I don't find it a spectacle to use iOS. It's not intuitive. It doesn't do anything for me. It's fine, right? It's average. It's a plain Jane operating system, which is fine. That's what they do. Okay, but anyways, if the Samsung S21 and then the Google flagship, if it came out in March or April or May, and then say like the iPhone in the fall, if they all used a different modem chipset configuration, I would love to see that. I don't want them all having the same thing, because if they all have the same thing, then what are we really arguing about? Operating system. But if they use different hardware, different SoCs, like if Galaxy had the Exynos here for us, and if Google had their own, and then Apple used the Qualcomm modem, that's where I want to be. Yeah, I want to see how Google's flagship has different hardware than Samsung's flagship, which is different than LG's V70, which is different from the iPhone 13. Right. I want that. Yeah. But here's the thing: in Android, in Android, you buy a flagship, that means it has an 8 series chip from Qualcomm. End of story. Nobody cares about the Dimensity 1000 from MediaTek. Nobody cares about the Exynos here. It's not even. You have to go to eBay and order the Asian one. If you really wanted Exynos, it doesn't. It's just not.
Except the A51. The A51 is Exynos.
The A51 is a mid-ranger. They pulled it off. Qualcomm didn't care.
Yeah, but that also is their mistake if they try to lawsuit.
Yeah, I just don't know.
I think another problem. Go ahead, Seabass.
Okay, I was going to say, like, if, for example, Qualcomm tries to block Exynos again, they cannot, especially because the core documents that, like, the restriction was because of CDMA, because Qualcomm has patents of it.
That's correct.
So if CDMA is going away, the restriction is going away. You can go ahead, Technoid.
No worries. It's okay. I was going to say that for me, I think Samsung kind of shoots themselves in the foot when it comes to phones. Not the S series or the Note, but everything in between that. They make so many phones for so many different markets and so many different consumer perspectives. It's almost kind of confusing. And I get why they're doing it. You got M series, A series, probably F series. I don't know how many series they make, but they make so many phones. Yeah. And I think the problem with that is you're trying to appeal so many different markets when you could just simplify it and just make one series with multiple different phones like you do with the S series and just make that your main seller. trying to branch off and appeal other low marketable, markets, but you can make a device that kind of ties in, like the fan edition. But for me, I think the problem with Samsung is not that they're using the Exynos, it's just the markets they're trying to please and how many of them they're trying to go after.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Europe is getting the Exynos 2100.
Oh,
It's just I'm reading about it right now, and the U.S. will get the 875 here. So this is how it's going to be.
That's right, brother.
I feel so terrible for those people. I feel bad for them. If I could,
I don't.
No, don't feel bad for them, because if you think about it, the more Exynos gains popularity, the more I should say the sooner we get competitive scenarios here in North America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
North America, as great as our Sebby, I'll give you the floor in a second. As great as our wireless networks are here, in other countries, because they're smaller, they actually do more because they need to cover less. Mm-hmm. So their networks are more concentrated in performance, as opposed to us, where our performance is regional, in a way.
True. I suppose. And you know what? I think that's kind of why more people prefer, maybe the XO. So I can understand that. I don't think I would disagree on that. But I think at the end of the day, though, they're missing out. And I don't feel it's their fault. People in Europe and other countries, it's not their fault. If there are restrictions, there are restrictions. But I think there aren't as much restrictions as there used to be. I think they've kind of done away with a few. So they can get these Qualcomm chipset phones into the Europe market. But at the end of the day, it's not going to change the fact that the Exynos are still a piling heap of garbage.
Come on.
Yeah, not only that, is that Europe doesn't have CDMA, so that's why another reason why they don't
never had
Qualcomm. Exactly.
Never had.
So that's
GSM.
Why they have to have Qualcomm. So.
Makes sense. Well, for example, in the Exynos, I know that you hate it so much, but there's known facts from before. Just saying, for example, Exynos in the past was the best.
Sebby, bro. I love Sebby, man.
Okay, so Exynos, the history of Exynos itself, if you heard, it was the other way around. Qualcomm was a hot mess, especially with S processor. I don't remember, but it was overheating so much that it was throttling so much.
It was the 808. Sebby.
I don't remember, but I remember there was one, but I don't remember the number.
808 and the 810, those were the two worst years.
That's why also Samsung had to use Exynos on the US. That was the S6.
S6 Edge, S6 Edge Plus.
Yes,
remember that,
correct. Yeah, but if you remember correctly, before Exynos was better than Qualcomm in efficiency and also performance. Only the GPU was bad because it was a Mali GPU, not the else was great.
Yeah.
The thing about the Exynos is that Samsung tried to do something new. They wanted to create their own chip with their own team, not be to stop being being limited by ARM. That's why they created the custom M cores that was built by a team of all AMD and Intel.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, it went bad. As you see, it was a hot mess, like you said, with the latest Exynos chips. I can agree. But right now, since they are using everything ARM, I would love to see how it performs in real life. I'm not going to trust benchmarks, like I said before.
That's correct, Sebby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the Samsung ARM chips. Like I said, if you Google, the X1 is actually better and faster than the A78? Yeah, A78. So the X1, okay. Now, when you're dealing with the ARM architecture, right? So ARM is based on what we call RISC architecture, okay, versus a CISC architecture. So when you're dealing with the RISC architecture, that has to do with instruction sets of the chipset. So instruction sets are very streamlined. They communicate better with the existing hardware that the phone has to use. That's a huge reason why Apple's doing this, going with ARM chipsets. Okay, and it's another huge reason why Google is going with the custom ARM chipsets with the X1 with the Whitechapel, because Google is going to have to use communicate with components such as their neural engine, their neural net engine, as well as AI. So
I actually
And IoT.
I'm gonna actually campaign for the rebirth of Windows Phone and the rebirth of BlackBerry. Hold on. And the rebirth of BlackBerry. I would like to campaign for 5 operating systems in
Yes.
mobile networking, and I would like to campaign for 6 chipset manufacturers, all legitimate players, able to do each thing a little bit better than the other. So, for example, if we look at like security, BlackBerry continue to excel in that space. With very specific hardware designed to secure the device. Apple can continue to kind of like monopolize iOS, as they want it, which is fine. And then Android do Android, and then Samsung do Tizen, and like I really want that, because the reason things haven't worked out is because false narratives forced certain companies out. They told you that BlackBerry was for enterprise only. Wrong. But they told you that, right? And then Qualcomm capitalized on no competition, and they capitalized on their patents, and Google, to be so powerful, to be so big, and to not have a presence in SoCs, displays, components. It just does not make sense. And seriously, who in their right mind could spin the narrative that we're good with Android and iOS? There's no way you could slice that to be the case. It's just not good. And honestly, as somebody who is now holding 4 and 5 phones in rotation, I wish each one had a different operating system. I wish each one had a different smart SoC manufacturer. I really wish they were all different, because we all like different food. We all like different TVs. We all like different cars. Why shouldn't our smartphones also all be different?
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's why I got one of the Pine phone, the Pine 64 phone that that can do Linux on it, or hopefully Unix soon. So it's gonna be good.
Yeah, app developers with the whole BlackBerry situation. I mean, why did they force that issue? Seriously, it was like, oh, okay, so BlackBerry's only 15% of the market. So now you're not going to make your apps optimized for it? Now you're going to walk away? Bro, you should be fined for not producing. We should really have regulations. They should have been fined for not supporting their apps. Seriously, bro, because people would have kept buying BlackBerries. So what? It's only 15% of the market. What's wrong with that? That's good enough. If there's 5 billion handsets in the world, what's wrong with 15% of 5 billion? What's wrong with what's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong at all.
It went down from 15 to 5 down to 1%, but still, I mean, it was good.
It was Nokia. Nokia was also the king. It wasn't bad. Symbian OS was also good.
I don't want to hear the excuse, Sebby, that people just want iPhones. I don't want to hear it. That's a stupid thing to say. For some people that say, "Oh, everybody just wants an iPhone." No, they don't.
No, it's about excuse.
I have an iPhone and I don't want an iPhone, but I know that Periscope, which is an app I heavily use to interact with my community, runs better on iOS.
Yeah, but that's also the developers, because they're lazy, to be honest.
So we need regulations on developers.
We need, what we need? We need developers that are equally even for both parties. Because I'm going to tell you guys something. I have used iOS and Android. I've used iOS all my life. I used Android for a whole year. I have never seen such poor optimization for apps that should work so smooth and butterless on Android. Take, for example, Snapchat. The camera filters, the camera quality is garbage. Instagram is the only app that's optimized for the Samsung Galaxy. Then you look at TikTok. TikTok, that is terrible. And when you look at iOS, it's like night and day. So I think you're right. They need a mandate. They need something, equality for both operating systems, where both developers have to make them both optimize and actually
Bro,
support
hear me out,
and
bro.
look good.
Hear me out,
Yeah.
bro. They got subsidies for nuclear energy. We need subsidies for other iOS manufacturers and developers. We got to force the issue, dude. I will be an
Yeah.
early adopter of a new BlackBerry. You know, RIM
yeah.
Technologies. I want to support that. I'll do the same thing for Microsoft. As much as I probably wouldn't own a Microsoft phone, I'd really have to see them come through on it. You know, but I mean, I'd eventually
Hopefully.
try it, I'm sure.
I mean, hopefully, if they want to do it again, I don't know. Depends on Microsoft. But on
Oh, there we
BlackBerry.
go.
Oh, nice.
I
Sorry,
count
guys.
3.
No,
yeah.
because I don't know if we're running out of time. I know 10 o'clock the UFC starts. I don't know if Sarah
Yeah.
but I just want to
Yeah.
announce the poll is live. I left a link to the video, so if you guys just want to reverse, but I also left the images on the bottom. And so far, well, kind of saw this coming, but number 3 is already in the lead. But again, you have 7 days to vote on this, guys. My Twitter follow is at Technoid12. You can follow me there. Don't ask me why I had to put a 12 in there. It was just Twitter. But basically, get on there, vote, and we'll see what happens.
I'm telling you, man,
Sweet.
they're not the current situation is stifling innovation. There's no fire. There's
They're
no
on fire.
yeah, there's no fire, there's no urgency. Bruh, like
On software, like for example, on hardware, Samsung is still trying new things.
Sure.
That's the only one. And the Chinese market, like for example, Vivo, Oppo, Xiaomi, and Huawei. Those are like doing it in things on hardware, but on software, yeah, there is any competition.
you know what I want to see, Sebby? And Zero Cool, I think you might like the sound of this. I might be wrong. But what if you could buy a phone from a manufacturer and at setup, you could select one of 3 operating
Yes.
systems.
Like your computer today. Yes.
You could run
I am all
Linux,
for
you
that.
could use Unix, you could
Oh
use
my
Windows.
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, now
I'll be all
hold
for
on.
that.
Hold on. And if you want, remember, storage is big now. You could do big storage now. On board,
Yeah.
256 is common. So having an operating system that's 30 gigs, 40 gigs, let's say 50 gigs, no
Mhm.
big deal, bro. You could still
Yeah,
make it work. So if you had to, you could pause that operating system and slide over to the other one and see what's good, what's going on with the other option.
I would be all for that. That would just make my day. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to do now with my Pine 64 phone.
These
You can
phones
put
are
different operating
$1,000,
systems.
Caleb.
Well, my this
Why
Pine
not?
phone, my Pine phone, it's like a developer phone. It was only like 150, but still, you can put different open source operating systems on it. So that's what I'm trying to do. So, but it's they're in the
Yeah.
right idea, So
About that, I don't know if Circle you have heard about the XDA phone, XDA developers phone.
I have,
Well,
yes.
The way
Yeah.
so Sebby, the way I kind of envision it is I had a Chromebook back in like 2014ish, and I had Linux on it, and I had the original Chrome OS on it, and I could literally boot it up into each mode that I wanted. I want that for a smartphone and mobility.
Yeah.
It might be soon. Who knows? I mean,
Sebby, these phones got 12 gigs of RAM, dog.
yeah,
My Chromebook
I
had
know.
4 gigs. You know, you get what I'm
Remember-
saying? Like my
Yeah.
phone is 10 times more powerful than the Chromebook I had that was doing it in 2014.
Yeah.
Anything is powerful than a Chromebook, to be honest.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. No, but yeah, definitely things are starting to change. Like, for example, Samsung made DeX, tried to do Linux on DeX, but I don't know why they left the project.
Because they
Because
gave up,
before-
just like they gave up on Bixby. They give up on anything. Have you guys not seen my latest episode of Technoid? I covered.
Shameless plug.
They're literally putting Google Assistant and Echo, or Lexi, as I like to call her, because I don't want to trigger anybody's Echo device. They are putting support for the voice assistant in the TV. And to me, that's the final nail in the coffin for Samsung. They create things and then they ditch it, and they know it's not going to work well. They're no different from Google. They're not even in the same boat.
It's got a point.
In some parts, yeah, I agree. In others, they try. That's the other thing. You can try, you can fail, but you're trying. It's not like doing nothing. That's the only thing I would say.
Hey guys, I actually want to take this conversation to Periscope. Technoid, I know you want to get to the fights. Is it cool if we close out the show and we could carry on this conversation on Periscope?
Yes, but I just got one last announcement. If you want me to just do it quick, I was given authority to make this announcement from big dogs themselves. Remember I was telling you guys about Black Friday? Get yourself a good Black Friday sale. Have my official reveal here on Twitter. I'm about to reveal it. This is actually the first time, for me anyway. I didn't reveal it yet, but for you guys, if you were looking at Rogue Energy, now's the perfect time because they've just announced the buy one, get one half off on tubs and 50% off their starter kits starting this Monday. They have a brand new flavor.
Yeah.
So remember, people,
cookies and cream. I'll have to get that too.
So remember, people, remember, if you want to check out Rogue Energy, the next best energy solution, get yourself over to rogueenergy.com, use the promo code Technoid, save 10% off, and enjoy your Black Friday discounts on top of what I'm giving you. That's all I got to say on that. But other than that, thank you all for joining us on tonight's live stream. If you would like me to end the show for you, Sneedle, I'll do it for you.
Yes.
I feel like this was just one big promotion for Rogue, and I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I am sorry.
That's all right, bro. You're the best.
I caved. I became the thing I swore not to be.
Listen. There will come a day where we will be hanging out, and I will put you in a Peruvian necktie. It will all be worth it.
You know something? That day will come, and then when you put me in that tie, I'm going to get out and put you in an ankle lock. But anyway, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode of the SMT podcast, make sure you hit the like button. If you dislike the podcast, make sure you hit the dislike button to help circulate the podcast as well. As always, everyone, thank you all for watching. Take care, everyone. Have a safe night. We'll see you on Periscope. Take care, everyone, and peace!